This is very, very interesting now as a Freak of Freaks.
To neutralize the Lucian Thresh, so that aggression out the window. Your Galio is under permanent pressure.
He was the best at it. Sangyun has been fantastic as well on his Ashe. That's why it gets a lot of bans against Hanwha Life. And Deft would certainly be up there. As far as Ashe play.
Dread. Going for a very big coin flip right here.
Yeah,
might work out.
He's going to land. Yeah, the cocoon comes through, and that's first blood.
And
okay, don't worry
they
about
know
it.
that Cuz is there too, so what?
Well, Tucson gets his health back, teleports back in. Cuz is down. That's the flash into the taunt. The Winds of War are enough as Sun takes down that kill, but can they complete the dive? Tucson's going to go down also. Jelly in trouble. The turret's going to kill him. No, he gets a level up. It's a double kill now. Okay, Ocean Drake going to go down. It's standing underneath the turret. You've never done that before? Arrow lands on the bottom side. Cuz flashes in, gets the knock up, aiming, goes down very low, and the bounty gold goes over to the Ashe. Teleport to come in. Def still doing a lot of damage as they just turn it onto Cuz. That was a big old whoopsie for the Jarvan, but he had no way of getting out. Already used the flash earlier on. It's a 1-for-1, but it's a lot of bounty gold over to the Ashe.
Yeah, and Deft is probably the one champion you do want to have
Tucson
getting all of that.
Dead. Still in the lead. Sun is hanging out towards this mid lane. Shelly's going down, but Kings don't have 4 members here on this top side. They have got the rotation in a decent position. Remember, Galio can get in.
Oh,
Aiming's dead. That was a beautiful Realm Warp as now Shelly. She could go down next. No opportunities to get anyone in there. Shelly gets reset by the Afrika Freaks, but I have a feeling that Kingzone are going to be able to get this one done because Aiming doesn't have teleport and isn't out of the Death Chamber for the next little while. Cuz actually manages to pick up that Empowered Shock Blast. Afrika are still keen on trying to make this one happen. There's the Glacial Fissure. It's a great taunt from Sun, though. The health bars are melting on the side of Kingzone Dragon X because in the backline does take down the Galio. Dread's now in trouble as well. Shelly's getting in amongst it as Dread cleans up the kill in the backline instead of getting out.
That was
great
really close.
flash, eggs.
Actually get onto her.
Well, Pawn thinking about going for the 1v1 actually turns it around. That's the Silver Bolts. The flash condemn. Can he actually get after him? Oh no, not going to happen. As Cuz is looking for it, the flash, but nothing of the Cataclysm. The arrow's going to snipe it. As Cuz will sacrifice his life, but the AoE is pretty good out of Kingzone right now. Jelly's going to fall down. It's a kill for the Bane. Make that 2 and a double for Deft Sash now.
Those went down. It's still almost a... Well,
all right,
there we go.
Tucson's in trouble. Deft here. That's a great knock up from Cuz as Jelly
lives.
going down very low. The hero's entrance not going to be able to get Tucson. Empowered Shock Blast doesn't. Another snipe!
Like that.
Got to throw it out there, man.
You're like a teacher. You know, you're like a teacher in high school. You never quite forget the names of the students.
Yep, that's how I do. That's what puts me,
makes
me the difference. Yeah, Culling's going to come in. That's a great hook that lands onto Pawn, but he flashes to get himself out of the way. Aiming's going to take down the Braum as the first one, but Deft is free hitting on the backline. They take down the Thresh, but Aiming's going nuts against Rascal here. He flashes out. Keen dives on in, picks up the 600 gold shutdown as Cuz has to run away. Rascal gets out on a Realm Walk just somehow, and now they're fish in a barrel. Aiming gets over. That's the ace.
Yeah. So, minute and a half now until the Elder, but it might not even make it there as so much okay, well.
Yep. Culling flies through, Aiming just continuing to be a menace, and Deft can't take another one of those. He has to go back to the fountain. Kingzone have to give up another inhibitor. That's all of them dead. The circling of the drain is continuing for Kingzone Dragon X, as it was a really cute decision to go for the Vayne in the mid lane. But there wasn't even a Galio there to contend with.
Oh, and now...
An arrow finally comes in, but it's just going to eat the Mercurial Scimitar out of Aiming. Cuz dives onto Soul. The ultimate misses completely from Tucson, though, as Dread. He's the one that goes down very low. Pawn, final hour is popped, but all of the damage is avoided as he gets a big old shield, but that is about it. That was just the Phantom Dancer coming in with the lifeline. Oh my god, so close to picking that one up as Rascal's trying to get damage in the backline. The hero's entrance comes through. They run out of minions, and Kingzone are left alive for a little bit longer as the Baroned up minions are going to retake these inhibitors. The Afrika Freaks are looking to put the final nails in to the Kingzone coffin.
Keen coming in off of his teleport. Tushin, 10 seconds away.
Mon has his GA completed. Deft gets his health back as well as Sun taking a fair bit of damage here. Winds of War need to be respected. The hook goes
Tushin's
wide.
up.
Okay, aiming's going to get taken down. The Nexus,
doesn't
though,
matter.
is
Yep.
going to evaporate. The Afrika Freaks upset Kingzone in game number 1.
And this is a really important win for them. There for the scaling component as well.
Yep, and going to scale alongside the cannon, looking for an engage.
Yes.
Because you just get crystallized walled, and everything's a huge forward. As soon as the Anivia hits level 6, that's when the problems happen. Speaking of problems, on the bottom side of the map, aiming has to flash to get himself a Praise Seeker!
Install games for eons.
Oh, yes.
And so this was all too easy. Teleport coming in here,
Bye.
aiming in Jelly. We're getting turned into Jelly, is what's happening here. It was a relatively easy setup. Oh, so good.
Super comfortable on which turret plates you want to be taking. They may just throw it on towards the bottom side of the map, as I believe Dread was actually spotted there. As there's the flash in. Nice double pull there from Jelly. Gets the first flash as aiming. Comes on Dance. Downs United is going to be good, but not good enough. As Tucson now has to flash his way underneath this turret. Kick to the face, and Dread gets the first kill for the Afrika Freaks.
And that's a really big shutdown on Def. Now, the one thing to note, though, is that Def does have teleport available. Really good juggling of turret aggro, but
they would actually get the kill. Slicing Maelstrom towards the top side. Cuz blocks that one down. He burrows his way out. Teleport to get back in as Jelly's going to be dead. Tucson picks up the kill. Now Deft coming on over. Drev lands the Q, but you can see Deft isn't even too frightened here. As Pawn flashes in. Realm Warp doesn't care about your Anivia wall. And the Pawn 2 and 0. Archangel Staff now in hand. 4 stacks on the Dark Seal. And now 4 friends in the mid lane as well. He doesn't have flash, he's dead. That's a pickup for aiming. It's trying to kill some puppies and does so successfully. And we'll continue pushing this wave towards the bottom side of the map. Out of turret in the mid lane, as you may expect, is quite healthy. Def dashes in, that's a great taunt. See you later, Dread. Tucson grabs
Roost.
Yeah. Well, Realm Warp's going to come in. Aiming is probably going to die. Uses the ultimate, uses the flash, uses the cleanse, uses everything. Doesn't have enough buttons, unfortunately. And that is going to be Cuz finishing off that kill. And now, without a Kai'Sa, is Kingzone just going to go towards this Baron? Certainly could. Bit of a check there with the Ardent Blaze. It's Rascal. He's made his way to the mid lane, and Sun starts the interactive gameplay once again. He goes back to where he's comfortable, his roost, as you would say. Another flash comes in from Tucson. Cuz steals away the kill. This time, Deft is not allowed to have one this game. Realm Warp, special delivery here, as Rascal is going to be the gatekeeper on the Baron. It's going to go down very, very quickly.
Oh, I think that
Double
it's going to be too little
There's
too late.
the double taunt from Tucson. It was close as Dread did make it to the edge of the pit, but the edge is not in there. And the Baron does go down, and now Kingzone are looking for this team fight. The Glacial Storm is in. Rascal does get himself a gigantic shield from Tucson Stands United. In the backline, though, it is the cow going down as Cuz grabs that kill. Tucson now in there. The rebirth is going to mean Deft finally gets himself a kill as Aiming uses his ultimate to get himself off to the side, but that is not going to be the killer instinct that we wanted to see from this particular Kai'Sa. And now Pawn comes on in with his teleport and picks up the kill. That is going to be the ace if Keen does eventually go down, but it will definitely be the game.
Yeah, and all they had to do was get them to come out of their base once.
It's 18,000 gold the lead.
It's not a large enough lead, Alex.
It is a very large lead. You could barely get a bigger lead in the game if Afrika just didn't farm. Like, it's silly. This Kingzone squad are super far ahead, and they're able to take down the Nexus in game number 2. It was not even close, and now the series is even. Kingzone with momentum.
And now if you're Afrika, you're probably feeling...
Well. Okay, well, you heard it here first, guys. Sir Thomas.
To see what they end up doing. Maybe Keen, once the game starts, just says...
Maybe first?
We're going to have to take it to Rick.
Yeah.
Pawn shop.
That's true. Well, Cuz, he's found him. Sun is just dead as Pawn picks it up in this brush bottom side, but they've also got a lot of minions, so they might actually want to fight. Jelly takes a lot of damage, down to about 300. Dread walks in, but Kingzone may have actually been baited. Dread comes forward, hasn't used the flag and drag just yet as Cuz comes down. That's a great stun and just destroys Aiming with the help of Pawn, who teleported in. Kingzone just have all the answers this game.
Yeah, Kingzone is playing as if they can read everything that Afrika wants to do, but there also seem to be some miscommunication there.
Yeah, the flash in, the lick there from Tucson as Pawn's been ignited. That's a great devour from Tucson to get him in there. He's already used the flash though. Grey health comes down, Cuz waiting for a hookshot opportunity, aiming flashes, picks up that kill after the teleport. Dread's gonna get taken down though, and the Rise getting the follow-up kill is great news. Def now completely out of mana. Yeah, meanwhile in the mid lane, we've got Dread coming on down, but Pawn is so incredibly tanky right now. He's got the passive, even the Devour, slicing Maelstrom from the cannon, picks up a double kill, but Keen, he is going to be there. Double kill in return for the Afrika Freaks, and if he's tricky enough, he should be able to flash away and does so.
All on the agenda for Kingzone is letting Deft get back into bottom lane. He'll have teleport available. Cuz is in close proximity.
Yeah, Rascal doesn't have his flash available, gets a good stun as Keen uses his ult to close the distance. Sun's going to go down in trade though as Cuz gets on in here. Dread looking for this kill, but the turret shot, he uses his stopwatch. It's a double kill for Keen, and Dread walks away. Tucson looking to eat the Jarvan though, and should be able to do it. Flash does come in, Tucson fails it completely. Keen waiting for his Twilight Shroud. He can be tricky now, as Pawn will find him. There's the Rune Prison. The Chicken's going to block some of these skill shots and gets the extra movement speed. True Shot Barrage not going to find him, but will it find Dread? It does. Late game team fights for him to consistently avoid the damage.
Teleport.
And now Keen is looking to make his way in. Sun, sorry, is going to make his way forward. Tucson, can he get out of the way here? Does have the Grey health, but he dies before he can even use it. True Shot Barrage comes in. Deft at least lands that one. Frozen Thrall does a lot of damage as Cuz. 100 gold lead here for Kingzone by having more control in this laning phase. Deft comes down. Rift Scuttler is going to burn to death as Dread is spotted. Good hook shot comes in as Jelly takes a lot of damage. Tucson can eat his Grey health and does so. As the Hextech Ultimatum is down, Dread falls as well, but that's a very low cousin. Keen is going to pick up that kill. That's his fifth as Rascal dives onto Jelly, but finds no joy. And now Sun with a full health bar dives forward. Tucson with the heroic use of his Devour. Grey health is going to be there. Pawn comes down, you can see. Look at the low health bars of the Afrika Freaks, the explosion. The double kill for Deft as the Frozen Thralls are not going to be coming in now. Tucson with the Abyssal Voyage. Keen is in the Twilight Shroud, and Deft is looking for him. The licks come in. Keen's looking for one more. Rascal gonna tank up the turret. The Q, not enough energy.
He really is the final boss.
Oh my god.
All around right here, no more flashes available. Abyssal Voyage to try to sandwich.
All right, another fight as Cuz gets a free flash to get himself out of there. I don't think he's even going to burn down to this Igniters now. Afrika Freaks are looking for this fight, but the slicing Maelstrom happens one more time. He's now using it in the belly of Tucson. That keeps the Rascal alive as Rise looking for more, but Keen once again launches himself into the back line. Tucson with a great flash as Rascal's looking for it. One more will get there. Meanwhile, it's a triple kill as Pawn uses the Realm Warp to try and chase after Keen. Wants to turn it and does so. Picks up the kill under the cannon. Honey fruit being eaten here from Tucson as Pawn. He will be able to soak one Q from Keen, but it's another Twilight Shroud. Cuz looking for more tactical sweep. Finally finishes off the Akali.
Dodges a shuriken right there, and then he says, you know what, I'll land a shuriken of my own. Thank you very much.
And gets the extra movement speed from the passive, as well as we're fighting once again. Abyssal Voyage, but Pawn is already so low. They pick up the kill. It goes over to Dread as Kingzone just can't get in there in time.
And now, Shelly gonna be summoned in mid lane. Afrika, they have momentum on their side.
This might be the turnaround. Tempo is a gigantic thing here in League of Legends. Shelly will get the first charge, doesn't actually do anything as she's looking for her second. Cataclysm gets both Deft and Tucson, but Dread may have gone too far. And by may, I mean definitely did. True Shot Barrage over two. Aiming is too low. Keen also struggling. And so Cuz split pushing on the Camille at this stage. And Pawn's death timer is gigantic because he's such high level already.
Yeah. Level 12 there on Pawn. He's just going to finally respawn. He has teleport available, but definitely Dread, the weirdest thing, he saved his Cataclysm until next year in the Dragon fight. But right here, he was all too eager to use it. Like he was a day late for an appointment. So I'm not...
He literally was.
Like, I'm not Not quite sure what was going on here. We'll take
It's like,
another
see
look.
guys, I did use my Cataclysm.
It's on cooldown. He
Yeah.
starts spamming it.
Well, that was a great flash after the flag and drag from Dread.
And that was a great Gragas ultimate as well to really ensure that Pawn is going to go over and get his blue buff. Freaka are going to try to keep the waves shoved as they continue to try to scale up. But honestly,
All right, Def.
most of their champions are the same now.
Arcane shifting forward, has to use his flash to get himself out of there. He's
think
going to
they
get
got
devoured. Tucson, he spat him over the wall on the wrong side, but you can see Cuz doing a lot of damage. The last Acathian Rain not going to be enough. As the red buff does burn down, Keen now finds his way into this fight. Realm Warp gets Pawn out of trouble, but Rascal is well and truly in it. Aiming, one more auto, and Pawn picks up the kill, flashes forward, make that a double for the Rise. And Deft may have died, but Pawn's still up, and he's 9-1-4.
And I think they can just get the Baron. Rise is one of the few champions in the game that has immunity against the Baron because of how often he's able to just get his shield going, although it doesn't look too immune right now. But with that Mountain Drake...
All right, Keen, what can you get done? He dives his way into the pit. Twilight Shroud's on the wrong side, unfortunately. Probably wanted to use that in the Baron pit, but it is going to go down. Cuz is now looking for Keen. Gunblade goes down as Deft finds his way back forward. W barely scratching onto Keen.
Playing these fights really poorly.
Well, they're going to get sandwiched right now. It's a great hookshot stun onto Dread, who immediately uses the Gargoyle Stoneplate. Deft in the Devour, though, and now he can free hit on the backside. The first kill goes down. The Slicing Maelstrom in the backline, and aiming is just evaporating. He cannot stay alive in these fights at all, as Cuz, he looks like a solo laner on this Camille right now as Keen. He just cannot do it. There's the hookshot, and there's the second hit of the E, and a very dead Akali.
And that's going to be all that she wrote here for Afrika in game number 3. The one takeaway, though, is that they did get at least a game off of Kingzone.
Yeah.
Which is a point that they're able to save, which everything matters right now for Afrika and KT.
It definitely does. And Sandbox, they just got a 2-0. In our first matchup, Kingzone were only able to get one. So certainly good news as far as the top of the standings. Afrika was still able to impact it. But this could be bad news for